What's going on, Reject Nation? Greg Albee here.
John!
We're going to watch the trailer for Jonah Hill's Mid90s.
Oh boy.
Because we've got several requests for it. We were born in the beginning of the 90s.
The 90s.
But do you know who was born in the mid-90s? A man named Commander Dodge, real name Wyatt.
What?
This guy's all the way from Washington. I've been chatting with this guy an awful lot lately on Patreon. This is a Patron of the Day shout out, by the way. This dude is very friendly, very kind. He is a lifeguard and a swim instructor.
And Kurt Russell's son.
Kurt Russell's son, too. And he is also planning on going to school to study psychology, or he's already in school studying psychology. While he is resuscitating someone from drowning in the water, and he's, blowing air into her mouth, and then he could use his psychology skills to manipulate her into falling in love with her hero when really he helped her drown. That is a good man right there. Ladies, you're not going to be able to dodge this guy. No, he's a real sweetheart. He's not a creep. I just want to make that clear. Anyway, let's watch this. Skateboards, the mid-90s.
I know.
The 90s nostalgia is coming in hot.
Get the fuck out of front of my store. Yo, I'm out. Stay out of my fucking room, Stevie.
Mark Wahlberg, okay. Stay out of my room, Steve.
2.
Yeah.
Oh. Getting into those tunes. Whoa!
Skating like shit today, man. Look, what I made? I'm moving. Stevie.
Is this a documentary?
Hey, y'all not supposed to be around here. Get the fuck out.
Is that Gerard Carmichael?
Hey, you can't say negative
Dare.
anything. You fucking Sheryl Crow-looking motherfucker.
Never been in a car without someone's mom or dad before.
You're so cute. You're like at the age before guys become dicks.
Oh.
Yo, what the fuck? Oh, shit.
You think you're pretty cool. Your ghetto ass friends.
You good?
You think you're tough and shit. You're just a little fucking kid.
A lot of the time,
Whoa.
we feel like our lives are the worst.
Jonah Hill's
But
serious.
I think if you looked at anybody else's closet, you wouldn't trade your shit for their shit. So let's go.
That's why we ride a piece of wood, like what that does to somebody's spirit.
Oh, he gonna have some fun.
Stevie, what the fuck are you doing?
Yo, Stevie fucking insane.
So he can't. Ouch! I wonder what this is inspired from, or based on. Maybe Jonah Hill's upbringing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. It's kind of cool to call it mid-90s because mid-transitional phase, and this kid clearly going through a transitional phase in his life.
Oh yeah. Well, and it also just kind of reminds me of some of the movies that were really big during the mid-90s, those sort of biting slices of life that started to come out.
It looks like a 90s film.
Yeah, well, it looks like
the aesthetic, the camera quality and everything is
Yeah, I
just
was gonna
very
say.
90s for sure.
I'm wondering if they shot this on a combination. It looked like a combination of film and video.
I gotta say that whatever I see something for 90s nostalgia, it's never as cool or pretty as 80s nostalgia.
Yeah, it's all ripped jeans and flannels and VHS qualities.
References to gangs,
Yeah. Well,
I like the Dare shirt the guy had. I was like, I remember Dare. I remember when the cop came to school.
Yeah. Give us those little like seminar things about what to do if someone tries to offer over, you smack.
Yeah, I got a mid-90s story. Officer Featherline? Flattery?
Fetters.
Fetters, yeah, that was her name.
Yeah.
We went to school together, John and I, and in 5th grade, we had Officer Fetters for the DARE program visit our school. And John was known to always make jokes that no one got. It was an interesting time. So what happened was Officer Fetters decided to teach us how to do proper greetings through handshakes. So John was the volunteer, and it was just quiet in the room.
No.
I'll never forget this. Officer Fetters was like, "Hi, I'm Officer Fetters." And then John, in front of the whole class, shook her hand standing. "Hi, I'm John. Pleasure to meet you. Pleasure to meet you too, Officer Fetters." Then John went, "What's up?" And everyone burst out laughing. It was the first time he got the whole class
First time I
laughing in
got
like
everybody.
6 years. He finally did it.
Finally, yeah. I waited till there was a cop in the room just to make sure that everybody got the
It
message.
was a great time. This is definitely one of those slice of life movies. Doesn't seem so plot heavy. Kid trying to figure himself out as a teenager. My brother and I didn't have this relationship growing up, but I did have the older brother, and there was that sibling rivalry, and then, you know, occasionally getting hit a couple times, but never to this degree. I didn't tackle me and punch me in the face. But also, like, what do you think you're doing? Why are you this kid? You know,
Yeah.
What are you trying to be cool? Yeah, I've had that, and you know, the skateboarding times. There's a lot of nostalgia to be had here, and it's definitely a hardcore dramedy. It seems like the laughter will come from within the context of the characters, but there's also going to be a lot of consequences and life choices this kid's going to have to make along the way. And also get laid too, you know.
This reminded me of like 90s Boyhood or something like that.
Oh yeah. If I'm going to be honest, I feel like this film has the capability to possibly veer into a little pretentious territory.
This
a little bit
so
like
different from what you'd expect from Jonah Hill.
These days, I'm not so surprised. You know, it's like when you see the Bo Burnham trailer, and you're like, it's like you know what their images are known for, and then you see their films. Oh yeah, they usually take on the more artistic endeavor to show like if they're not going to be behind the camera, they're going to show a different side to the way their emotions and thought process work. I'm interested to see this deeper element to Jonah Hill, because even though he's been in some dramas, he's still kind of the funny guy in those dramas.
He definitely gets to pull from his comedic toolkit.
And here it's like there's no resonance of like dick jokes and Jonah Hill banter.
Yeah.
I'm definitely intrigued by this, but I'm more on the side of I'm probably gonna wait to hear what the general consensus is about it before I even check it out. I'll still have my own opinion when I eventually do check it out, but I'll probably wait to see like maybe if people are really loving it, I'll probably go check it out.
Yeah. I mean, this is something that definitely piques my interest. I like when people like a Jonah Hill type get to do something that is kind of outside what we would expect from them, outside the wheelhouse, even if you can anticipate that it would be something, quote, different.
Yeah.
But, you know, I like the vibes I'm getting off of it. It does feel authentically 90s, and at this point in life, I think it would be kind of cool to go back there and explore that through film. And also, I mean, you know, some of the supporting cast are cool. I think I caught Gerard Carmichael in there, who's another comedian who's really funny. I think this could be pretty cool.
Yeah, because at the beginning of the trailer, I thought, oh, it's just going to be a bunch of crazy 90s references, isn't it? Yeah, like, look at the bedroom, look at the posters, look at his shirt.
These are the stacks.
Yeah, look at all the things that made you a 90s kid. But
Ready
then
Player 90s.
But then it seemed like there's an actual journey this kid's going to be going on in his
Coming
life.
of age, man.
Coming of age tale. Yeah, you know, 90s did bring us a lot of coming of age movies, so I guess to get a coming of age movie called Mid90s would make sense.
A lot of coming of age and a lot of like disenchanted, you know, 20-somethings. So I feel like we might get a little bit of both in this, especially if we spend any time looking through the older brothers, mirror it all.
All right, guys. Well, you guys really requested this, so you must be excited for it. What about it are you most looking forward to, or what 90s thing is the main thing you remember?
Do you think Michael Cera will have a cameo?
Do you think Fresh Prince of Bel-Air will be playing in the background?
Every scene.
Yeah.
That's the only show they watch in this universe.
You guys can subscribe to the Reject Nation. Please click that notification bell, subscribe button, suck. And you can check us out on Patreon. Full-length TV show reactions, weekly Q&As, music video coverage. We'd love to have you become a Patron-O-Ject today.